comes under the Department of Intergovernmental Affairs. It's a division under the Department of Intergovernmental Affairs, which includes federal and state aid and employment and training. Community Development Block Grant Program, or CDBG, is a program that provides funding for housing and community development. The Office of Community Development, Nassau County, receives a direct allocation of funds from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. And that money is the national objectives of the program to benefit low to moderate income people, prevent or eliminate slum or blight, and address urgent community development needs. As I mentioned before, the town of Oyster Bay is part of the Nassau County Urban Consortium, which includes the following: the towns of Oyster Bay, Hempstead, North Hempstead, the cities of Long Beach, Glen Cove, and there are 25 participating incorporated villages within the consortium. Within the town of Oyster Bay, if you are in an incorporated village that is not part of the consortium, you can call the state and see if you should be able to get funding from them depending upon what you're looking for. So the Nassau County Urban Consortium. Consortium is an entitlement community under the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, again HUD. The consortium receives an annual allocation of funding under the following programs: Community Development Block Grant Program, CDBG, of which we'll address the majority of today's meeting. Also the Home Investment Partnership Program, acronym HOME, H-O-M-E, and the Emergency Solutions Grant Program, ESG. Right now, we're taking public input for the 47th program year, which will start at September 1st, 2021, run through August 31st, 2022. At this point, we do not have the amount of money that's going to be allocated. We are assuming that it's going to be level funded from 2020. The eligible Nassau County priorities under CDBG: acquisition of real property for an eligible purpose, and acquiring property, but it has to be for the benefit to low to moderate income people. Disposition of real property for an eligible purpose. Again, it has to benefit low to moderate income people. Public facilities improvements, which it would be an area benefit, so an area with low to moderate income. Public services, urban renewal completion, there's relocation, housing services, CDBG eligible rehabilitation and preservation activities, residential rehabilitation. We undertake that. Commercial rehabilitation, there's code enforcement, historic preservation, renovation of closed buildings, and lead-based paint activities. Any program under this has to meet one of the following national objectives: benefit low to moderate income persons, and that is decided by the federal government based on census data of the area median income. The people who benefit from this cannot be above 80% of the area median income based on family size. And I'll get into that a little bit more in a few minutes. Prevention or elimination of slums and blight, or meet a community need having a particular urgency. Now, this third national objective is one that is not used that often. And I've been doing this now for 8 years, and we did see it last year, and that was COVID funding that came out. The CARES Act came, a big portion of that came through CDBG. And there were some of the nonprofits in Nassau County who benefit from it, and there's more as we speak, and that's at the county level. So to have the national objective compliance, the current income limits became effective in June 2020. New income limits will be distributed when they are received, and these are given to us by HUD. And all CDBG grantees must use the new income limits for qualifying an individual or household for CDBG assistance. The current HUD income limits, again effective June 2020, based on, and this is for an individual household, it cannot be above 80%, or it has to be below, I should say, 80%. For a single family, a single person is $70,950. Two people in a family, $81,050. Three person family, $91,200. Four, $101,350. Five, $109,450, and graduates up to a family of 8 at $133,750. And HUD median income for Nassau and Suffolk is $120,000. Again, this is based on June 2020s, which will change this coming June. We're currently in the 46th program year. Again, we're taking public comment for the 47th program year. 46th program year. Current activities are program administration, and the first thing is for program administration, and that gives us funds to administer the program for supplies, computers, if you will, salaries, fringe of the people working on the program. Residential rehabilitation. We run a program for income eligible seniors that we will rehabilitate their homes. Again, they have to be income eligible based on the income limits that I had just shared with you. And what we'll do is we do necessary repairs to their homes. If they need a new roof, if they need new windows, a new boiler, new electrical system, new doors, things that will allow these income eligible seniors to essentially age in place and not be forced to move out of their homes because they cannot afford to live in a safe environment, if you will. We also, in the 46th program year, we had public housing modernization. Now this really hits the very low to low income people. The town of Oyster Bay has 910 public housing units throughout the town of Oyster Bay. There's a couple in Massapequa, there's North Massapequa, there's 2 in Hicksville, 2 in Plainview, Oyster Bay, Old Bethpage. And the things that we can do with that, or again, things whereby the Housing Authority gets an allocation of capital funds. But over the years, as with every program, including this one, that goes down each year. So we carve out a little bit of the budget to allow them to do some improvements, such as new roofs. We've done new doors, there's security camera systems, things that help to make their living environment safe, healthy, keep them warm inside on a day like today, keep them cool inside in the summertime. And again, we're hitting very low to low income people. Public facility improvements. Now this is based, again, the income, how this is derived. We get from the federal government census tract maps that delineate areas where it's low to moderate income group of people based on the area. When those are defined, and again, they're defined by the federal government, and we've done some work right up here in the hamlet of Oyster Bay. We've done some in Hicksville. We've done some improvements in Massapequa. Things we could do, new sidewalks, decorative lights, bollards, planting bollards, things that will essentially spruce up the neighborhood and hope to attract people to the businesses and spur economic growth. But again, it's based on the area, and those are handed to us by the federal government. Public services. We fund at the moment about 8 public services, which are nonprofits, and things like boys and girls clubs, senior clubs, VFW, things of that nature whereby, now how that is determined, they have to have 51% of their members have to come from low to moderate income households, and that's collected by the public services themselves. That's what we currently have. Now, the 47th program year, we're looking to do almost a very similar type of program administration, residential rehabilitation, public facilities improvement, public services, and public housing modernization. The application process. If you would like an application for funding, I don't have a visual here, but please call myself. My name is Peter Aiello. I'm the director of the program. My number is 516-624-6182, or you can email me at PAIELLO@oysterbay-ny.gov. Applications are due by close of business March 12th, 2021, so about a month away. I want to touch a little bit on the Home Investment Partnership, and if anyone has interest on this, come to me. I'll guide you to the proper channels in the county. The Home Investment Partnership Program is provided, again, by HUD to states and localities in order to fund a wide range of activities that build, buy, and/or rehabilitate homes to provide decent, affordable housing, particularly housing for low to moderate income households. For rent-to-home ownership, it is the largest federal block grant to states and local governments designed exclusively to create affordable housing for families. The Emergency Solutions Grant, ESG, provides funding for 5 components: street outreach to engage homeless individuals and families living on the street, emergency shelter to improve the number and quality of emergency shelters for homeless individuals and families, homeless prevention to prevent families and individuals from becoming homeless, rapid rehousing to move families from shelter to permanent housing, and homelessness management information system or comparable database costs. Public comments for our program, again, they can be written comments. They can be sent to myself. Again, it's Peter Aiello, P-E-T-E-R-A-I-E-L-L-O, and I am the director of the Town of Oyster Bay Community Development Program. You can, I'll repeat my email, PAIELLO@oysterbay-ny.gov. Or by regular mail, you can direct it to me, again, Peter Aiello, Director, Town of Oyster Bay, Department of Intergovernmental Affairs, 977 Hicksville Road, Massapequa, New York, 11758. That concludes today's presentation on the Town of Oyster Bay Community Development Block Grant Program, 47th year application. Please submit any written comments to the email address or the mailing address that I provided. You can also call me. Again, it's Peter Aiello, P-E-T-E-R-A-I-E-L-L-O, 516-624-6182. Thank you very much. That concludes today's public presentation of the Town of Oyster Bay Community Development Program.